On the 23rd of November 1876, corrupt politician William M. Boss Tweed was delivered to authorities in New York City after being captured in Spain following his escape from prison. Welcome to HistoryPod. William M. Tweed, often referred to as Boss Tweed, had risen to prominence as the head of Tammany Hall, the political machine that controlled New York City during the mid-19th century. Under his leadership, Tammany Hall was marred by corruption, fraud and cronyism, which deeply impacted the city's governance. Tweed's control of this political machinery allowed him to maintain a tight grip on New York City politics and finances, allowing him to enrich himself and his associates while exploiting the city's resources. His reign was marked by an unscrupulous stranglehold on city government that saw the award of fraudulent contracts and heavily manipulated elections. Tweed's corrupt practices were exposed by investigative journalists at the New York Times, and he was regularly attacked by Thomas Nast, the political cartoonist for Harper's Weekly. This media exposure led to public outrage and an effort to bring Tweed to justice. He was arrested in 1871 and convicted on charges related to his corruption, including the embezzlement of millions of dollars from New York City taxpayers. Having been convicted in a criminal trial on 204 of 220 charges, New York City subsequently filed a civil suit against Tweed in an attempt to recover some of the embezzled funds. He was imprisoned in Ludlow Street Jail, but was granted permission to perform home visits and, on the 4th of December 1875, he absconded and fled to Spain. The United States government alerted colleagues in Europe, and with the help of Nast's political cartoons, Tweed was identified and taken into custody. After being handed over to the American warship USS Franklin, he was returned to New York City on November 23, 1876. He died of pneumonia less than 2 years later, while still imprisoned.